And now I would like to give a very special shout out to my Patreon and Coffee members who have been very kind in helping support the channel. Starting with the loyal and blessed Tears. And a huge thanks to the precious members, Mr. Fabulous and Inky Squid, as well. I'm very appreciative of each and every one of you. And if you would like to help support the channel and get extra benefits like early access to current week's videos, shoutouts, and more, feel free to become a member of either Patreon or Ko-fi. Links are in the description below. Thank you all again. So this book said that there would be a fearsome beast living over in the desert. A worm, almost. Kind of sounds like them, but maybe the metamorphism, or maybe they're in the process of it. They definitely are the kind that would need decades to do that, so I might be lucky to find their cocoon. And then there's this book that talks about a large deer in the forest. That couldn't be her, could it? Oh, who entered? Oh, you're back. It's been some time since we last saw each other. I want to say a few days, but, well, you know how time works with my kind and all. A few months? I suppose that would explain the plant growth in my cave. I've been down here working with all these scientists you recommended, and they even brought with them some... what are they called again? Archaeologists? Archaeologists, right. It seems like my place is quite the marvel to you humans, but I suppose I shouldn't be surprised since I marvel about you guys as well. All the advancements humans have made, and yet have lost so much. I'm surprised they allowed me to look at some of their surviving books on the matter. Honestly, they're so delicate and fragile that I have to be extra careful when I look at them. I can read. Well, of course I can read. The language I was taught might be dead now, but it was the base of your modern language. It just took a little bit of time for me to be able to learn it. Or, well, them. There are a lot of new languages, so I've had to cram in learning them while I try to read old books and scrolls while trying to find out about my kind. I know. It will take time, and I have all the time I need. I guess I just got caught up with all the new things going on around me that I kind of lose track of what I need to do. There's been a few times I forgot to eat because I would be so focused looking over a book from ancient Babylon or a modern book about cryptids. Anything that might have a clue, you know? Plus, I haven't really been able to leave my domain or even see the sun on the surface unless it's to bring more scientists or military down. Humans have been able to advance so far, but seems like the ocean is still out of reach for how deep you can go. I do kind of miss having free reign to go wherever, but it's nice to have some life down here again. And they help me too, keeping my domain clean as they reconstruct buildings and keep the vegetation in check. I even help them from time to time, letting them know about how things look like and who used to run what. It's cute seeing their faces light up when they discover something new about the people who lived in my domain. I just wish I could leave the research and go and explore, but I'm scared I don't have enough information to really pinpoint where to go. And I don't think the rest of the world is aware of my kind, at least not yet. I've rambled on too much. How have you been doing? That's great to hear. It must be nice not having to worry about active duty or anything dangerous. So, what department did they assign you to? Kaiju care? Oh, wait, what? What does that even mean? That's what they're calling my domain? No, not my domain. That's what they're calling me? Am I just some pet to them now? I introduce them to all of this and they treat me like I'm some pet that needs attention? Some of the scientists noticed I seem lonely? But how could I be lonely when I'm surrounded by them and others almost constantly? I mean, all we ever talk about is the past and their findings and what I have found too, and I guess I've been kind of lonely. I mean, it's been a while since I last saw you, and I do feel kind of a bit stir-crazy. You also suggested calling it that? Oh, you mean the Kaiju Care Department? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Oh, wait, does that mean you made this department specifically for me, or at least to see me more? And when we find more of my kind, too. Ah, oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Does that mean they'll be able to allow me to go out to the surface and look for more kaiju, was it? Oh, they will? Oh, this has been the best news I've ever heard in so long. And I'll be able to do it with you. I'm so excited to get to go to the surface. There's so many maps I've scribbled on to try and find their exact locations, like this one, further in North America, was it? Yeah, here. She might be around, or this one that might be close to the Mongolian desert, and there... Slow down. Sorry, I got carried away. I just really want to get started looking, but yeah, I just need to relax. Well, I'm not sure what to do. At least not right now. I guess I can let you decide on that, since I guess you're my, what, handler now? Ugh, I hate that term. You're my friend that's now my government-sanctioned friend? Okay, not great, but I guess given the circumstances, there's really not much I can do. Yeah, I know. I don't want to cause any duress to the city nor the people, and it makes sense that I have to follow the rules, despite the fact that I could easily destroy everything if I wanted to, or not. I guess, yeah, I'm lonely. I've missed you, but I wanted to keep my chin up and hoping I'd get to see you again, or even finding my friends. Instead, I've been locked away in my own home doing nothing but read and stare at skeletons. You don't know how happy that makes me feel to hear you missed me too. You have an idea of what to do? I'd love to hear it. Honestly, anything other than being here would be a nice change of pace. You want to take me out to the surface? You can do that? Oh, that would be so nice, even just to feel the sun on my tail, but what do you mean, a date on the surface? What's a date? I've done all this research into humanity over the past few months, and I don't even know what a date is. Why are you laughing? Of course I wouldn't know. I've been surrounded by scientists and military personnel in history books, but, like, that's all ancient history, for the most part. I barely know anything about modern humans and your definitions. Hell, I don't even know what a submarine was until I swam by one the other day carrying more scientists. Please, tell me what that means. I, oh, I didn't know that's what you did when you asked someone. Now I have to ask, is this romantic or platonic? Oh, this is a lot to take in. I mean, now that you described it to me, it does make me think on all that and... Okay, I accept to go on this date, but I honestly never would have expected to do something like this with a human. Obviously, this isn't something we kaiju do, so this is well, very, very new to me. I'll let you take the reins on this. Let me know what I need to do or where we need to go. Oh, will this be okay given my size? Maybe I'll ask one of the scientists for books on this. Did they make this right? I feel like it's a bit tight on me, but those ladies did say that this would look the best on me, especially for a date. I feel like this makes my chest look bigger. Though, I guess it's not a bad thing, and my hips do look a lot fuller in this dress. Honestly, I'm surprised they were able to make this for me in such a short amount of time. Waterproof with pockets. Ah, the marvels humans have made. Oh, hi. Was I taking too long? No, you wanted to surprise me by arriving early. Well, you definitely did just that. I was so distracted I didn't hear the submarine dock. I just couldn't help myself. The ladies over in the bio department, the ones studying the plant life down here, helped me make this dress for tonight. I'm not sure how they did it, but one of the older ones really knows her way around fabric. Despite the fact I'm almost 20 times her height, she was able to make this beautiful dress. How do I look? Thank you. You look handsome yourself. I didn't expect you'd look, cute? I'm not sure if it's the right word, but you get what I mean. I didn't expect you to be like this out of your military uniform. I like it. This suits you much more. Let me pick you up to get a closer look. Did you just call me Goth, Mommy? I don't know what that means, but the ladies who were showing me different styles to help make this dress, and this was the one I liked the most. Fits with my hair and eyes, actually. Plus, I've always had a fascination for the macabre. Even my friends would point out I would look like I could kill you in an instant until I got talking. I'm rambling on again, but, fine, if you want to make silly jokes like that. But isn't it about time for a, date? Yeah? You want me to carry you like before? Well, I definitely can do that, but what about your outfit? I'm sure being in my mouth would, or might even ruin it, or at least make it a bit damp. You brought a spare just in case? That's quite forward thinking of you. Okay. I'm good with that. I honestly would prefer this night to be just the two of us, so I'm glad you planned this too. I do miss the feeling of you sitting on my tongue while I swim. wonder where we're gonna go once we get to the surface. You'll guide me once we're there? Alright, sounds good. Let me pop you in and let's head up to the surface. Okay, we're on the beach. Or, well, the beach they told me earlier that I can climb up onto. I'm glad they gave me a safe space and a deserted place for me when I'm allowed to come up and to land. Maybe when it's earlier in the day, I'll come up here to sunbathe. It's been a while since I was able to do that. Do you think they'll give me permission to do that soon? You can put in a word for me. Oh, that would be great. I could ask the ladies if they can make me... What was it called again? Ah, yes. Swimsuit or bikini for me to relax in. But now that we're here... Oh, if I miss the fresh air. And the sand on my feet feels nice and warm too. Seeing the sunset gives the place a kind of romantic feel, don't you think? You agree, but you seem to be staring at me more. Do you think I look pretty in this light? You think so? Thank you, but stop, you're making me blush. We should get going. Oh, this isn't the place we're supposed to be? Okay, point the way. It shouldn't be too long with me carrying you. We are quite a ways from the city now. I'm kind of surprised, although I guess I shouldn't be. I was kind of hoping I would get to see what the city looks like at night, but, well, being a kaiju and all, I guess I would be scared of, or have scared a lot of people, and might have accidentally knocked over a few buildings in my nervousness. Are we heading towards the mountains? Been a while since I climbed them. They're fun to slide down on in the winter, although I would have to sit next to one of my friends who had an affinity for fire, so I wouldn't hibernate right after. Near them, but not quite on them. That would make sense. You would probably freeze up there, even in the heat of summer. Huh. Oh, now I'm more than curious on what you have planned. I almost want to sprint. I know, but I'm just excited to spend this moment with you. You must have something really sweet planned if you're able to get access to this, and this far away. Oh, we're already here? But this is just a clearing and... Oh, I didn't notice it. But now that you pointed out, now that I do, is that a blanket? You're able to bring such a big blanket like this all the way out here? Turn around. Oh my. I can see the whole city and the ocean from here. And with the setting sun over it, it looks like it's made of gold. Emerald and gold. Such a lovely view. And what did you call this spot? A picnic? I don't think I've ever been on one before. I guess that's why the blanket is here. I'll sit down. Where do you want me to place you? On the ground, or would you like to sit on my shoulder? Okay. You're gonna have to earn that right to sit on my chest if you want that kind of luxury. Shoulder it is. So what exactly do we do during a picnic? If I'm shaking too much, it's because I'm nervous, so, I'm gonna need you to take the lead. Take some deep breaths. Yeah. I can do that. So, we just sit here and eat, drink, and talk? That does sound nice. It's been a while since we talked with each other, but, where's the food and drinks? I didn't see anything when we came in. Someone is gonna bring it for us in a moment? How much of this have you planned? I'm pretty sure it's super remote, but I guess I shouldn't question the person with the military backing them for a date with and I will say it in your words, Goth Mommy Kaiju. But the fact that you went out of your way to just do all this, and for me, no less, I really appreciate that. I've never really had someone do all this for me, much less a human. This is really special for me as well. I want to say first time back on the surface, but more so back as in I can come and go as freely as I want, or at least as much as I'm allowed to keep the peace. Seeing this view of a place I've lived in for thousands of years, even though it's vastly different than what I had seen before I slept, it's a nice new perspective on it, I guess. I know I've been kind of holed up in my lair for a while, reading day after day, trying to understand what I missed since me and my kin disappeared from the surface, that I almost forgot that sceneries like this still exist, just with a new coat of paint. Is something watching us? Oh, it's a person. Oh, it's a person you mentioned. Right? People you mentioned? That would bring us the food? I didn't expect such a large truck, but I guess that would be a basket for someone my size. Ah, I see. It's a packed meal for the two of us. That's really sweet of them. Well, how about we eat, and after we can continue this conversation, okay? Oh, that's so delicious. I'm surprised that they were able to find and make such delicious food for me. You must have really brushed up on your studies to be able to do this. I could almost sleep for 1,000 more years. But I would miss you terribly if that happened. Let's stay here like this as long as possible. I'm honestly not ready to go back down to my domain just yet. And the sun has went down. I want to see what the city looks like when it lights up and at night. I bet it looks like living stars right on the edge of the sea. Or at least sea stars, I can touch them. But I won't. Okay. Maybe I will let you lay on my chest for a bit. I think it's a nice reward for taking me on such a lovely date. I honestly hope we can do more of these in the future, either here or on our own shore, or off in some other foreign place. I guess. I want to do more of this with you, okay? If you liked what you've just listened to and have an idea of something you'd like me to voice, I do have a Gumroad for all your audio commission desires. Sweet or spicy audio in a variety of lengths for you to choose from. So, if you would like to get a custom audio from me, send your ideas and scripts over on my Gumroad at saddieodericaudios.gumroad.com. The link is also in the description below, too. Thank you for watching, my dear. If you enjoyed your experience here, please feel free to like and subscribe. Any ideas you have for future content and roleplays, leave a comment down below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Take care, my dearling, and I hope to see you again real soon.